Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me today is Bala Gowthaman and we take up some very important evolving items that is going around. First is the UGC-NET fake paper leak, as well as what is happening in the overall targeting of such examinations, as well as we're going to be looking at this DMK re-arrest of the same politician for singing the same song. So it's very funny incident that's going on there. So we'll get you all that stuff and more. First, a small request to all of you to please like this video. And now let's welcome our guest of the evening, Bala Gowthaman. Bala Gowthaman, Jai Shri Ram. How are you, sir?
Namaste. Doing as great as always.
Bala Gowthaman, you are a very busy man. I really appreciate you setting aside time to share your thoughts with our viewers. I have been to his office, viewers. He's a very busy man. He is doing so many different things. I mean, I can't even start counting how many things he does. I just want to put that out there. Very busy person. Thank you, sir. Bala Gowthaman, talk to us a little bit about, this is a very elaborate scam in the sense the UGC-NET papers, the paper that was leaked was never the paper put out by the official authorities. Somebody made up these questions, puts it on Telegram, makes it go viral there, and then starts saying it is leaked, it is leaked, it is leaked. Talk to us a little bit about what this consistent effort, all lies, and needlessly trying to jeopardize young people's lives.
Two things that we need to understand. When the issue came up first, the department immediately reacted to that. That is the first mistake which I see, because without going into a detailed investigation, they have considered the ground for these hooligans to take over. This is a mistake which I feel that the department has done. And again, when now the issue came up, now we see that the date is being tampered with, and all these things have now come out. So it is a systematic assault on a particular system. And IIT Madras has come out with a report on this paper leak recently. And Mr. 𝗂𝘂𝗊 has given a report on this, and they have said that there is no malpractice because the increase in mark or the increase in percentage, all these things, and even across centers, there is no abnormal increase region-wise, center-wise, or institution-wise. This report has come up because they have done IIT Madras has done a good data analysis, and I can share the report, that is the synopsis of the report, right to Sree Iyer now itself, if it is possible that you can.
Please do, sir. Please do.
I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
Right now, the data analysis on NEET 2024 examination detailed report submitted by IIT Madras, I have shared through WhatsApp to you, that now you can, if you want to flash it, you can flash it.
Yeah. Sir, do you want it to be displayed now? If it's PDF,
it should be displayed because people need to know what the report is.
Wonderful, sir. We'll do it right now. Just give me 1 second. Keep continuing, sir. I'll go out of scope for 1 second. Please continue.
Yeah. So this report is a clear evidence that no malpractice has taken place. So IIT Madras has now made it. It is based on good data analysis. They have done this. And number two, already they have come up with this one. The post, even it is tampered. Actually, the date in which the post is created and the date in which the question paper was, the screenshot of it, which was made into the, which was circulated in the media, they all have mismatch, and the people have even displayed how this is being done, how this can be done, and what are the, the malpractices used to prove that it is a leak even before the examination. All these things have come out. So, no doubt, it is a fraud committed on the nation. This is how this is how it should be viewed as. It is nothing more than that. It is a fraud committed on the nation. And now yes, you can just go through it, sir. You can just push the screen up, sir.
Yeah.
D,
Scroll
D,
up. Yeah.
Scroll up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Scroll back up, please. For those of you who don't know what a bell-shaped curve is, this is a standard. Any random data will always, if you take enough number of samples, it will have what is called as a bell-shaped curve. There will be a middle bunch, and there will be extremes on the less as well as on the more. That is what he's saying, that this is a bell-shaped curve that tells you that any random distribution will have that characteristic. There you go. And they've also explained why the average marks have gone up, because the syllabus has been reduced. So people had less things to study for, and that would definitely have a up in the mark also. So that makes sense. Wow, very nice. You want to talk to this one, Gowthamanji? The graph?
Well, the thing is, it is very clear in the screen itself what it is.
Yeah.
So now, the question here is, why this issue being raked up? That is the question that we need to discuss more than what the data shows. So what is the intention behind making it as a scam? Why they manufactured it? And these are the critical questions that we need to discuss. This is what I think. Am I right, Mr. Sree Iyer?
Yeah. Viewers, the report we shared you was for NEET UG. So there are two things here going on. There is the UGC-NET, which was for professors, assistant professors, and that kind of appointments. And NEET, we know NEET, and UG, I think, is undergraduate. So this is the bigger one. This is the one that impacted a lot of people. Everybody was up in the arms. In fact, they were saying, how can you have these grace marks and all that stuff raked up that happened there. So these are two different things. We will give you some references in our description section that might help you get even more perspective on this. But certainly this report is fantastic, Gowthamanji, and we will be able to provide a link also. We'll have to look for it, but we will try and provide a link for that also if it's not clear for you to see on the screen. But Gowthamanji, let us go back and see who stands to benefit from this. Sir, the way I see it is like this. Every day this coalition government continues, the lesser the chances of it going down. And therefore, their best chance, or so the India Alliance thinks, is to do it at the very beginning itself, create confusion, chaos, fear, and then they have other things happening around the country also. This is how I see it. It could be simplistic, kind of unpack it for our viewers.
So two things that we need to understand. This is one election they have put all their eggs in the basket. That is why they are able to touch 99 seats. Otherwise, Congress could not have touched even 50 seats. They pulled up all caste organizations, all minority religious organizations. They pulled up all left-wing extremists. Everyone worked together with a single agenda to displace Narendra Modi. This is the only agenda for which this election was fought. Because there is no opposition candidate for Prime Minister. There is no opposition agenda. You don't have a UPA common minimum program. Nothing was there. The agenda is only one thing, that you need to displace Narendra Modi, for which all neighboring countries of our nation, they also participated in this election. This is what I mean to say. It is more than India voted. It is more than many countries influenced India to vote. And this is how this election went up. So now they are very clear, because this is something which is beyond imagination of the opposition, that the combined alliance crosses 150. It is something which is unexpected for them, and they are 72 to 75 seats more than what they have expected. So now they have a feeling that it is the right time for you to push BJP out of power. And we don't even get an opportunity if BJP is going to continue in power for another 5 years. A strong Indian government will never allow even the foreign countries to interfere more in India. So everyone has got a stake in this. So now they are following the model what was followed in Tamil Nadu in 2017 till 2016. This is again, I am coming back to the election numbers that we need to understand. In 2014, it is ADMK which is number 1 in Tamil Nadu with around 37 seats. And it is NDA with the 2 seats, number 2, and DMK was pushed to the 3rd position. The percentage of NDA votes, it's around 19%, which is more than what they have got today. At that time, there is no Modi or nobody is there. And when demonetization was announced, you don't have any groundswell or any protest against it, and even common man supported it. But how the trend in Tamil Nadu changed, this is one thing that we need to understand. They raked up the 𝗤𝙬𝗎 issue on false things. It was banned by the Congress government, supported by the DMK. But how the issue panned up? As if that Modi has destroyed 𝗤𝙬𝗎 and he has finished off Tamil culture. This is how the issue started off. And Modi government intervened and did a wonderful job to get 𝗤𝙬𝗎 back. But what happened in Tamil Nadu after that? The next month you have Vadivasal, Neduvasal issue. The next month you took up some other issue. The next month you took up some other issue. So they have not allowed the common man to settle down or think of anything. The thing is, you put up one allegation against the government, a false allegation against the government. When the government proves that it is wrong, then you rake up another issue to build upon the narrative that brand the party as an anti-Tamil. And this is how systematically they finished off Tamil Nadu. And now this model is being taken by the All India combine of all the political parties. When the parliament started off, they started off with one issue. And now they have come to NEET. And now they are going to come up with other issues. And every 1 month you will have a different issue. And mostly all of them will be the fraud of the highest order. So before the government trying to clarify it, they will shift to another section. Now it is the students category that they have addressed. And the next one, they will go to women. The next one, they will go to farmers. So in the process of around a year or so, they will try to make all sections of the people to feel that this government is anti-people. And as you know, since you are from United States, that you know what wokeism is all about. This is now in play in India. It is a part of that larger design. Now they have taken up this issue. Some time back, they took up some other issue that is on corruption and other thing. They took up another issue that court has said so and so. And Arvind Kejriwal's release on bail, they have taken it up as an issue. And now they are taking this as an issue. Next one, they will probably come up with the other issue of Hathras will be the next issue in the pipeline. And they tried to do it. When they realized that the person, the godman, is close to Akhilesh Yadav, the volume got reduced. So when this Katwa issue came up in Kashmir, Rahul Gandhi made a statement that the government is not protecting the military people. And again, last week or the week before, they said that a compensation amount is not paid to the ex-servicemen. And everything is false. Look, if you build up a narrative like this and putting the government to reply to you every day, then this will set up a narrative that the government is not performing, the government is a failure government, the government is against all sections of the people. This type of narrative they are trying to set up, as you know how our media works in this country. So this is a time where the BJP has to think, and it has to go proactive. We have to hit the opposition party back. This is the only way to stop these type of nonsenses. Just imagine, what is the stake of the people who are prepared for NEET for the past 4 or 5 years? Just imagine the future of the students. If the opposition party is so concerned about young people, will you do this? I know there are people in Tamil Nadu from far off, Kanyakumari, Tirunelveli, Thoothukudi district, coming to Chennai, joining in a NEET coaching center, don't have enough money, and we are supporting some of them. So I know what are the problems they are facing. And the parents are dedicating their entire life to make their children a doctor. And this is an opportunity for them, because previously you have to pay lakhs as
capitation fee. Yeah.
Capitation fee. And now even the common man in a village, now he can aspire to become a doctor. So just imagine what you are doing to those people who are sacrificing their entire life. I know there is one family, they have sold off their property in a village, shifted their child here to Chennai. So you are doing injustice to them. So for the sake of vote, or for the sake of creating a narrative in the country, you are playing with the lives of people. And this is what the opposition is really doing. And I am seeing the script as similar to what we saw from Jallikattu to till date in Tamil Nadu. The same thing is happening. From that day onwards, Tamil separatism sprang up in Tamil Nadu. And everything is built over this secessionist narrative. And now the same thing is going to happen throughout the country. And now what they are going to do, they will say that there will be a Gujarati lobby, and there will be, they will start branding. Then they will say for in some other state it is a UP lobby. And this is going to happen in the coming days. Just note, this the opposition parties are going to do. And then there will be again some caste equations will come up in this thing. Then they will say that there is a minority exclusion in this. All these things are going to come up. Not only this, they are going to take on. Already they have said that all entrance examination has to go. I think Rahul Gandhi has also made the same statement, what Stalin had stated before. But the NEET is brought by the UPA government. This is something that we need to understand. And DMK is a part of the same ministry. And the case against NEET, when it was filed, for NEET, the person who argued the case is none other than Nalini Chidambaram. And this is what you are doing. And recently, today or yesterday, I read a news that somebody has made a representation before the Chief Justice, I think Abhishek Manu Singhvi and other two people, on behalf of PETA. They said that the Jallikattu case needs to be revisited. They have made the statement yesterday or day before, they have given the letter there. So likewise, you can see many state-wise issues going to the court. All these things will be added up to put the government in a spot, and based on that, violence will be instigated at the grassroots level, and every section of the community will be instigated according to their topic, and there will be a mass rioting which is going to take place. It will be helped by the jihadi and Naxal elements because they are already prepared. So now they want to have a fertile ground. This fertile ground for those things needs to be set up. That environment is slowly getting created by taking up these issues. Government needs to be watchful on this. This is what I am seeing, because this is what we saw in Tamil Nadu before.
Gowthamanji, again, we need to go back to Kallakurichi. Last week we talked about, giving reservation tickets, reserve tickets to Stalin and asking him to go visit Kallakurichi. Has he visited Kallakurichi, sir?
No. Kallakurichi is not in the map of Tamil Nadu for him now.
What about those people who lived but they have lost their blind? They have become blind because they drank this liquor. What happens to that?
So
They
they
are
are
not
still
dead.
suffering, and you are 1 week behind, Sree Iyer ji. Day before yesterday, some 11 got admitted in Viduppuram Hospital, which is near Kallakurichi. So it's a continuing thing. So you can't talk about Kallakurichi now, because the reason is the next issue has come up. The same illicit liquor in Viduppuram district. So you have to now discuss the new issue. What is the follow-up to Kallakurichi? Then I will say the follow-up to Kallakurichi is Viduppuram. So the next week when you ask me about what happened, then I will say that there will be some other place. So I mean, it is not working. Why they are going to win this Vikravandi by polls. So they are not afraid because they know that I can purchase votes. So there is no accountability. That is the difference between two governments. When the NEET issue came up, the department immediately responded because the Modi government has got some responsibility or accountability to the people. Whereas in Tamil Nadu, you don't have accountability to the people. That is why I don't mind. In Marakanam, 22 dead. Okay, fine. Now in Kallakurichi, 60 odd. Then 20 or something in Viduppuram, day before yesterday. Fine. What accountability I have? Since they have accountability, they react. Since I don't have accountability, why I have to go to those places? Because you bloody people, I can give 1,000 rupees for you to vote. So you are my bonded slave. And this is the attitude of the government here. And that is the attitude of the central government. That is the attitude of the Modi government. Yes, I am accountable to the people of this country. I am responsible to what is happening in the country. You have a responsible prime minister and an irresponsible opposition. And wherever the opposition is ruling, they will show the same irresponsibility in their governance. And this is what is happening. The knee-jerk reaction of the department is because Modi is accountable to the country. I mean, this is not visible in any other party in the country. That is the problem.
Gowthamanji, we have to, all we can conclude on this particular part is that, look, there is a toolkit that has been tried and tested successfully in Tamil Nadu, and that is going to be deployed across the country.
Yes.
And BJP, our unasked for advice to you is to get ahead of this. And I've been saying this, have press every day, meet the press in BJP office and just go hammer and tong, because BJP spokesperson is different from a government spokesperson.
Yes.
The BJP spokesperson can, paint outside the lines, if you ask me. It is a political opinion. Politics versus politics. Take and go hammer and tong. You be the one setting the narrative. Let them react to you rather than the other way around. That's all I can tell you. And you know
I can
what
just
is
tell you one thing. When Anita suicide came up,
yes,
DMK made it as a poster issue.
Right.
And wherever there is some suicide or something happening, they make it as a poster issue. What prevents BJP to go to students from very rural or very poor background? You take documentaries on them, which this medical exam, this medical seat to become a doctor for my daughter or for myself is impossible without NEET. There are 100 such cases across the country. These suicides, there are a couple of things, but they are able to take it to the headlines. Why can't BJP do it? Then you have to say that if you want the son of or a daughter of a farmer to toil in the farm or go to the operation theatre with the knife, Modi has made this farmer a doctor. Modi has made this laborer's daughter a doctor. So likewise, you put up posters. Then if the opposition says that this is how going to happen, then you have to counter it saying that whether you want these people to continue in the same vocation as his father or a mother, are you trying to put up this varnashrama? You make the plate on the other side.
Exactly.
This is how you have to do politics. And I'm sorry because I don't want to be critical on BJP, because I love this government. I want this government to continue for centuries. And this is what I feel, because no responsible government the country has seen like this BJP government in after independence. But I want the party to make this government a permanent entity in this country. So these are the things that BJP has to do. If they are playing the view, they say that if NEET is Manuvadi, then you have to say, because of this principle, these people have become doctors. Before that, only lakhpadis and crorepatис can become a doctor. So who is a real Manuvadi, whether it is DMK Congress or it is the BJP? Why can't you put up posters, counter posters and counter things like this? Why can't you do this? There is one gentleman in Chennai, he is a big admirer of Narendra Modi. He is running a free NEET coaching center for poor children. There are examples in BJP who are doing some excellent job and work on this. And the students, he asked me to deliver some lecture in his coaching center. I went there. The students are from slums and from very, very poor and corporation school background. And that man is putting up effort, and he realized, okay, no, this is an opportunity for the underprivileged people to become a successful doctor or something else. This is because of Narendra Modi. So since the Prime Minister has taken this initiative, I have to support this initiative. So I am doing it. He put it as the 𝗤𝙧𝙤𝙀 NEET Academy. This is the name he put for that particular thing. Look, these are the things BJP has to do. How many people know that the person is doing this? No one knows. These unsung heroes BJP has to prop up. Hey, it is because of he is inspired by Narendra Modi and he is doing it. These type of things party has to highlight to counter these arguments.
Thank you so much, sir. Now we have one more topic to talk about. If somebody asks questions or somebody makes effective criticism of the DMK party, its leader, there is no leaders. Everybody else is forgotten. Only one is left. Then the tactic they use is to go and arrest this person. This YouTuber who has been arrested multiple times for just singing one song. Gowthamanji, I am a little amused. How can you arrest the same person multiple times for the same song?
Look, targeting constitutional authorities is a charge they have put against the Narendra Modi government. But it is happening only in non-BJP states. This is what I can see. It is happening in West Bengal. Now it is happening. Tamil Nadu, as for DMK, as DMK started, it started happening every day. This is not the first time that this is happening in Tamil Nadu. That's a very good song. 𝗠𝙧𝙤𝙆 𝗓𝙗𝑎𝑔𝑚 𝗓𝑛idhi, Karunanidhi. These are the lines what they use in the song. This song is being around for years. And the person has, that's not a new song. And now what happened is, and this is what I am, enjoying really, then when this Sattai Murugan is now, he is arrested for singing this song in a meeting. Now leaders of all this Naam Tamizhar Katchi and other things, when they are traveling in the car,
a break from Gowthamanji. He will be joining us momentarily. Hello, sir. Go ahead. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Now what they are doing is, they are playing the songs in their cars and they are now spreading the song across the country. So it is a good thing. It's a good sign that the truth about Karunanidhi is coming out in a big way because of this action of the BJP government. So I think the Tamil Nadu government has done a good thing in a way that it is going to expose DMK to a greater extent, and it is an opportunity for BJP Tamil Nadu to make sure that you have to take up a very strong anti-DMK stand and said, yes, we also support this particular song. And we are going to give documentary evidences on each and every line of the song. Likewise, if some campaign is to be taken across, I think it will be beneficial for Tamil Nadu as well as beneficial for the humankind itself.
இது ரொம்ப தவறுங்கண்ணா. சும்மா சாட்டை துரைமுருகன் அவர்களை சும்மா கைது பண்ணுறதுல என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, காவல்துறை இந்த வீரத்தை எங்கே காட்டணும்னா, ஒரு பக்கம் தமிழகத்தில் கூலிப்படைகள் ரவுடிகள் வெளியே வந்து செஞ்சுக்கிட்டு இருக்காங்க, அவங்க மேலே காட்டணும். அதையெல்லாம் காட்டாமல் சும்மா சாட்டை துரைமுருகன் என்ன பேசினார் ஏதாச்சும் ஒன்று பேசுறாருன்னா திரும்ப வழக்கு போட்டு குறிப்பாக இந்த சாட்டை துரைமுருகன் அவர்களை டார்கெட் பண்ணுறது இது நல்லா இல்லைண்ணா. இது ரொம்ப அசிங்கம். அவர் எந்த கட்சியை சார்ந்திருந்தாலும் கூட சொல்வதற்கு கருத்துரிமை இருக்கு. கருத்துரிமையை கருத்தாக எதிர்கொள்ளுங்க. அப்படியே திமுக காரங்க பார்ப்பாங்களாமா, எல்லாம் பாருங்க ஒரே மோட சாப்பிட்றேன்டி. திமுக தொண்டம் போய் எஃப்ஐஆர் கொடுப்பானாமா, அது 24 மணி நேரத்தில் நீங்கள் நானும் எஃப்ஐஆர் கொடுத்தா 1 வருஷம் ஆனாலும் ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. ஆனால் திமுக தொண்டனை கொடுத்தோன்னே ஒரு மணி நேரத்தில் ஒரு நாளில் வந்து சாட்டை துரைமுருகனை கைது பண்ணி மறுபடியும் சிறைக்கு அனுப்புவாங்க. இது வாடிக்கையாக இருக்குது. இதை கண்டிப்பது மட்டுமல்ல, காவல்துறை ஒரு முறை தங்களுடைய முகத்தை கண்ணாடியில் பார்த்துக்கணும். எத்தனை காலத்திற்கு திமுகவினுடைய ஏவல் துறையாக காவல்துறையில் சில பேர் பணிபுரிவாங்க. அதனால் இதை மக்கள் பார்த்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். சரியான நேரத்தில் தக்க பாடம் புகட்டுவாங்க என்று நான் நம்புகின்றேன்.
In typical Tamil prose, wonderful. Eval Thurai, Kaval Thurai. Kaval means police and Eval means at your beck and call. So what he is trying to say is that the police is at the beck and call of the DMK party, and this has become like they need to apply their judgment and mind in going after such people. So it's a bit of a criticism of the police also, and it's I think it is deserved, because they also need to be able to figure out that you can't be doing this again and again. Somehow there is something like, we will muzzle any voice that critiques our great leader. Over to you, sir, and then we can go to questions.
This is okay. This is a very good interview, but this is where I want something to be added up. This is where the BJP is stopping, but it has to go to the next level and say, now, this criticism, you are arresting this Sattai Duraimurugan for this criticism. This is the list, what all Karunanidhi has done. So the thing is, when you arrest him for the song, you have to answer to the list of issues that we are putting up there. Because now Karunanidhi has come as a matter of discussion. But how you are going to use it? This is where political acumen comes. So unless or otherwise parties are not going to take this up, DMK government will continue to do this.
Yeah. Gowthamanji, your camera is shaking a little bit. Maybe if you can just step back just a little bit. So so that it doesn't. Yeah, go ahead, sir.
So this is something that the government has to do. I'm sorry, the party has to do. The BJP, ADMK, Naam Tamizhar Katchi, all anti-DMK parties, they have to do this. Unless or otherwise this is not going to be done, I think DMK government will not stop doing this illegal activity. And we all know that how police department behaves. Even today I met a police officer, a retired police officer, and he said that now the decision in police stations are not taken by our policemen. The decision is taken by the DMK and we are implementing their decision. And this is the present state of affairs in Tamil Nadu. Today I met an officer, he told me this. So, Yevalthura is the right word.
Thank you so much, sir. Let's take a few questions if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dilip Rajayaksha, for becoming a YouTube member. Srikanth Iyer wants to know, if they speak 2 sentences with 5 lies, what can be done?
Look, you have options before law that you are cheating the people, and you have sections for that. So you need to have a battery of lawyers who should have only one job, to file cases against them all the time. Because we are facing this issue. In Shree TV, whatever we do, The jihadis have put up some, I know who is doing it. I don't want to name them because they are from a Muslim organization. They are deputed to watch our videos and file police complaint all the time. Likewise, that we need to form a particular cell, and that again, you have to follow the court cases also, because anyway, your central government panel of lawyers are there. They are at your mercy, so they have to use them, and you have to follow those cases. This has to happen on one side. On the other side, while you are exposing the lies of the opposition, you have to target them on the same issue in the same way, not to speak lie. You have to target them and say that because you have done this, you have done this. Don't only defend this, defend yourself. And man, a cricketer. So when you are down with the 2 or 3 wickets in the first 2-3 overs, when I captain my local side, I tell them that do one thing. Start hitting the bowler. Don't allow him to settle on a line from which he is taking the wickets. So the offense is the best form of defense in cricket, and it is true in our life itself. So this is something opposition parties have to do, and you need to have a system like how jihadis or how Naxals are doing, because they watch all the right-wingers content in the YouTube, like Sree Iyer or somebody else, and we are watched more than them, than patriots. And this is what I can see from the number of hits I get in my channel, and they are filing prompt complaint against us. So there is a setup. Likewise, we need to create a setup, and Hindu organizations have to think of it, and there is no other way that you can get rid of it. 2 things. One is take them legally. Number 2, take them and speak them in the language which they understand. And this is something that we have to do.
Next one, please. Archana Sham wants to know, Namaskara, sir. Namaskara, Archana Aure. Considering the impact of NEET UG this year, do you foresee too many repeaters next year or lean appearance for NEET UG next year? Please explain impact. Thank you.
So no big impact will be there. And now the government has come up with a clarification, and we have to see how the court is going to take its view. I think Narendra Modi government will not step back, and they will see to that the things are settled. And in the last 10-15 days back or 20 days back, the RBI report on employment has come up. I think that Sree Iyer could have seen this, or I am not sure.
That. Yeah.
You saw that. So the employment engagement is at its highest level after 1982 or 93 or something else. This is what I have seen in the report. So mostly the government will counter all these things inside and as well as outside the parliament. And a positive ecosystem will be created in the next 6 to 8 months. I think Modi is a real fighter, and he will not let that happen. And the government is committed on certain things, that they want to give quality education. This is the government is committed to. And merit is something which was long forgotten in this country for various reasons, including pampering for votes and other things. It was a lost virtue in our country. Now it is slowly coming back, and the government said that we are going to be strict on this, and meritorious things will come up. So since the government is wedded to this particular idea, I think the government will make sure, or it will ensure, the process of quality education. If it has to survive, these examinations have to be, I think it has to live a long life, and it has to be more healthier also. So things will come up in the coming years. This is what I feel. So next year, I don't think there will be a drop. The government will immediately start working on it, mostly after the budget session. This is what I am expecting, because budget session, it will be a please all budget will be there mostly, whereas it will be strict also on that sense. So opposition will be, I think thoroughly they will be booed out of the parliament. Mostly this will be the strategy of the BJP, mostly will be there in the budget session. So they will try to create a narrative in favor of the government from the coming budget session, and this is what I'm expecting. So all these things will be taken care then. And because the first 1 month, I mean, after this Modi government, Modi 3 came to power, I haven't seen any watering down on any major issues. So,
oh, they complained about that. India Alliance has complained that Modi is not stopping. That's another complaint of theirs. So you are absolutely spot on, sir. Very, very true. Next one.
So this is what is going to happen.
Thank you, sir. Mangai Bashyam wants to know, Gowthamanji, I was looking at some of the Bihar bridges collapse, but they seem to be falling off in a coordinated fashion. It does not seem to be a collapse. What is your take on that, sir?
Yeah, I have a suspicion on this, because in many places that we have seen, in I think that we have already discussed in the same PGurus channel about fire accidents across many states.
Accelerants. Yeah.
Accelerants they have used. Likewise, we have to check it, whether any mischief is happening. Mostly it is easy for you to do some mischief as far as structures like bridges and other things are concerned, that you can do some mischief in the foundation, beneath the sand of the bridges and other things. It's always possible. Some chemical solutions can be used to do something, and this I have a doubt, and we have to check it. We have to collect samples, and I'm not sure whether the government is having such a view or not. And it is Bihar police or the forensic department. If Bihar is not having that infrastructure to do the testing, the central government has to intervene and to do those testings. Maybe something beneath the soil or something that they can do. And I don't want to go on how this can be done, because that will become a tutorial for somebody else to do the same mischief. So I don't want
to. Different way, yeah.
Because that you have to look into that.
Next question, please. Manov-san wants to know, what is the future of citizen journalism if YouTuber can be arrested for exposing the truth? Are there polling companies that can at least show poll ratings as feedback over such issues as they arise?
Sir, again, Tamil Nadu is the front runner in this issue also. An opinion poll was published when DMK was in power, when Karunanidhi was the chief minister. In that opinion poll, Dinakaran come out with there is no big support for Azhagiri, and the support is more for Marans and Stalin. For that opinion poll, the Dinakaran office in Madurai was burned and 3 or 4 journalists were burned alive. So this happened for opinion poll even in 2010 period. So they have already demonstrated it, even with the mainstream media. And they come out with a criticism on Dinamalar in the most violent fashion. And even an abusive word, Dinamalam. Malam means excreta. And these are the words used by top DMK leaders. And even some leaders made a statement against some of the leading newspapers on casteist and some other lines. So this attack is not only limited to YouTubers, it has even gone up to the level of even established mainstream media. So the problem is not only for YouTubers, it is for anyone who speaks against the government or the leadership of a particular party. So I don't think that this is going to stop, unless or otherwise all political parties who are against DMK, they have to come and fight against this oppressive regime. And that too in a fashion which they understand. I mean, it is not going to stop.
Next one, please. Shankar has a good question. Sreeji, how to increase viewership of such an important program where Bala sir is participating? Shankarji, for this program, the notifications did not go out to many people. See, the way it is supposed to work is we are supposed to get 2 notifications. One half an hour before the start of the program, one as soon as the program starts. I got only 1 notification half an hour before the start of the program. So these things do happen. If you got 2 notifications for this program, then everything is working correct. If you only got one notification or you got no notifications, kindly send us your channel ID. You can easily go and find out how to get your channel ID. Every one of us who is subscribed on YouTube will have our own channel ID. Just give us that, and then we will submit this program link along with your ID and say these IDs did not get the notifications, and they are willing to work with us. So somewhere YouTube realizes that somebody is doing mischief. Let me be very blunt here, and I'm very thankful to YouTube for sitting with us to help and resolve this problem. So who is doing the mischief, what kind of mischief, all these things will be borne out once we give them the data that they are asking for. So thank you so much. So this is what we are going to be doing. And Bala sir, he has had a couple of programs where it had 1 lakh views or more, and it's very, very impressive. What can I say? Only of the 550,000 odd subscribers, only 70,000 are getting notifications today. That I know. So 1 in 7 only gets notifications. The others are, many of you actually come to YouTube channel, look for PGurus, see what is new, and then you are watching it. That is not notification. That is you are going and looking for it yourself. And we are very thankful to you for doing that. And please do the same thing for Sree TV, SHREE TV with a number 1. This is their channel. They are also heavily shadow banned. And this is very unfortunate. Despite doing several attempts, it's just not, the situation has not been resolved. And but you can go and get quality programming from them. Wonderful stuff. How many videos do you put on an average every day, sir?
Around 8 videos.
8 videos. And none of them will be very, very crisp. They are on point and very hard hitting. There you go, Sree TV. See, 167,000 subscribers, but go and look at the views. You'll understand what I'm talking about. So, see the views. See the views. Not even 1,000 views. I mean, if this is not shadow banning, I don't know what is. And there are channels that get 50,000 in the first hour. Forget about their life. So somebody is playing mischief. Very, very sad. Sir, last question. Sarvani Tumluri wants to know, what about terror funding, sir? NIA confirmed terror funding was also there. This is the NEET.
Yeah, this should be there, because the thing is, this is something that we need to understand. Already I think that PGurus have covered about wokeism with many different eminent persons even before. And this is something that everyone wants. You have to destabilize the country. That is point number 1. To have a destabilized country, you need to create issues among all sections of the people, and you need to create a bad image of the government and making the people to come out with some issue or the other for the grievances, and then they have to do hooliganism in this, create lawlessness in the country. So if there is lawlessness, automatically it is easy for the opposition country to either change the incumbent government or try to invade the country to some other means, or to force the performing government to go for negotiation with some of these hooligans and try to bargain with them. And this is what the countries like given America, China, they do with other countries. And I think this is happening in our country too. And just look at the thing, because when Sterlite issue came up, we have given the government a list of NGOs who receive fund to make the Sterlite an issue. The same thing happened when Jihad with this Jallikattu protest were there. Who are all behind this? When the hydrocarbon issue came up, we gave them the list who are behind and which country has contributed to it. It is the Congress government under Dr. Manmohan Singh declared in, Narayanasamy, the minister, declared that when the Kudamkulam issue was there, funding came from the European countries through churches. So it is a fact which is admitted by the previous UPA government, that how in local agitations foreign countries are involved. So there is no doubt that terror funding is involved in this, because again, when there is more resentment among the student community, the recruitment in Naxal organizations will be higher, and this is something that we need to know. And
Cause
now
and effect.
and again, the type of Naxals and the type of jihadis whom you are getting today. Previously, there was an argument because terrorism is happening because of poverty. And this is one of the bullshit theory I have ever seen in the entire world. And most of the terrorists whom they are arresting now for having links with ISIS or having link with Maoist, they are engineers, they are doctors, and they are top IT professionals. And this is the profile of the people who are now getting arrested. And now if the resentment is going to happen in this section, that is people who are appearing for NEET, probably they should be bright students. Then imagine the damage what they can do to the community. Getting a fool as a terrorist and getting an intelligent guy as a terrorist. That's the difference that you need to understand. That is why the investment will be higher in the issues like this. Because you are getting a price catch. And this is how any country, if you want to destabilize some other country, any country will plan like this. If we want to do with some other country, also we have to plan like that. Okay. It's nothing wrong that if you want to neutralize your enemy, I mean. But the thing is, this is how things do work. So to me, this particular, there should be some funding on this, because when this issue came up, just look at the pattern of how it is spread in the social media and how it was picked up by the mainstream media from the social media and how these posts have become viral without any rhyme or reason. Just look at the timeline of all the posts. When you go to Facebook, on the side, when you open the Facebook page, the most popular pages will be displayed on the side. Many things on this NEET issue have come up whenever in the Facebook page. How this can happen? You can see a cluster of posts getting up there in the Australian mean time. Again, when in the Singapore time, you have a cluster of posts being posted. And again, during the Indian mean time, you have a cluster of posts on the same NEET issue. The same issue is on again the timeline of Middle East. And again, it figured in this timeline, the timeline of Europe. And again, in the American timeline also, you can see a bunch of posts coming up against NEET. How this is possible? From which bot these things have come up? And how this narrative is systematically set. And when you investigate on all these issues, you can't rule out that there is a funding on this. Because the returns are more if I fund for this project, because my price catch, just the demographic dividend watch this country says that because of this dividend, I am going to become Vishwaguru. And the same dividend which this country is thinking of getting as an asset is now it can become a liability to the country if it is taken to the other side. That is why terror investment on this issue, the probability is higher than any other issue.
Next one, please. And then, if Nambi Narayanan can be framed for fake crime, why can't government investigate anti-nationals for treason and convict them for right reasons? Surely government would have proofs for the same.
Yeah, the government has got proof. So our Supreme Court sits at 12 o'clock to release 𝗤𝙧 𝗢𝘗𝘅. And our court has got a larger wisdom that even the God can't have that. Giving an under trial bail to go for election campaign. So it won't even issue notice against Arundhati Roy, who can come around and say that the Indian army is a rapist, they are looters, security forces are looters, they are rapists, and she can write on anything, and our court can give bail to them. How many cases the government has put up in the court, and in how many cases that you got conviction? So with this type of judiciary, I don't think that the government can't go beyond a point. That is point number one that we need to understand. And the officials, mostly in many government departments, they are not that core nationalist, but they are supposed to be like that. That is why they are getting salary from the government. They want to be good, yes, to say yes, boss, rather than work with the patriotic intention. And this is totally absent in our in our bureaucracy. And that is something the government has to think of it in the long run, because in many cases, Sree Iyer knows that I assist government in some anti-national cases. So we give up evidences and other things, but while it is getting presented, it is getting, the court itself is diluting. They are not even sticking on to the point where they are supposed to stick on. So this is a larger malaise which has taken over the entire system. And I think that the government has to work on this particular aspect to clean the system. That is a problem. That is why, because when Nambi Narayanan case came up, how many years it was pending in the court? Just imagine how many years. But this court goes on at around 12 o'clock for a very serious case to set 𝗒𝙬𝙤𝘀𝘍𝑇 out of jail. So if this is the priority of your judiciary, what else can be done? I'm sorry, I'm being sorry. But this is the state of affairs. But I need to be open on that. This is negative. I'm becoming pessimistic on certain things. I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, Gowthaman. These are the facts of life, and we are very hopeful that these are being rectified, and there are rectifications happening. And the problem, as I see it, is that, see, you can catch one person breaking the law, but if 1,000 people are breaking the law, that becomes more like a mob frenzy. You can't control them. For example, convicted criminals, when NIA comes to take them away from their home or from the local police station, the local population comes and starts harrowing them, not allowing them to do their job. So the local population doesn't believe in the law of the land. Maybe they should go seek a land where they can set their own law.
Not
These are the questions people have to be telling.
Even when I know for one person, one Naxal, he was at large for a very long period of time. The police arrested him. After some time, the court let him out on bail. And I am sure that they are not going to arrest him back. He has gone out. So these are the issues. Even if the society is, not opposing those arrests, the judiciary, there is one, I have no issues in naming a particular judge. His name is Sudandram or something else. And he is a judge who is sitting in this Kanjipuram. And his father, he is an Naxal. This man told in the open court to put seat for those Naxals to sit. And he is instructing the police, saying, you never know who they are. They are real servants of the people. And this is what a court, in an open court, a judge stated.
Thank you, sir. And viewers, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back again next Thursday, same time, same guest. Namaskar.
Namaste.